Hello there, Capricorn. This is Yvonne, the Mermaid Oracle. Thank you so much for coming in to watch your video for October 2023. If you guys are interested in a personal reading with me, you can go to my website at mermaidoracle.com. And if you're interested in daily horoscopes and private lessons, private tarot lessons, that is, you can go to my Patreon, which you will find all that information down below in the description. Now, for this month, for October 2023, I thought it was only appropriate for us to use the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. So I hope you guys enjoy the images and the messages just as much as I hope I will. And I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle for you. Let's see what we have for you for the month of October 2023. So I'm just going to shuffle really quick for you. And guys, don't forget to follow me on social media. I do have a TikTok. I do have an Instagram, Twitch. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch as well. And yeah. So, and don't forget, I know I mentioned this already. If you guys are interested in a private personal tarot reading with me, you can go to my website and mermaidoracle.com. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle 2 more times. And we're going to go ahead and pick out cards for you. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and pull it up so that we can all view the cards. And that is what I have for you, Capricorn, with the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. So in the bottom of the deck, we do have right here the Two of Needles. And of course, I will tell you what they are, what they equate to. So the Two of Needles, that would be the Two of Swords. But once I go ahead and start reading, I will also remind you of what they are. So I'm just going to go ahead and call out the cards. We have the Three of Potions in reverse, the Six of Presents, Four of Needles. We also have right here, oh my goodness, what did I do? We also have right here the 10 of Presents. My goodness, guys, I apologize. I'm pressing all the wrong stuff. 3, which would be the Empress. And then we also have right here the 10 of Candles. I was going to say 3, the Empress. The Empress. Okay. Alrighty. So 2 of Needles, 2 of Swords. Now, when I see the 2 of Swords, 2 of Swords talks to me about indecision. When there needs to be a decision. But when I see the 2 of Swords, or the 2 of Needles, that is, in this tarot deck, it reminds me, or it talks to me about making the wrong decision. It could be due to pressure. Maybe you know that what you're doing is wrong. Maybe you know that the job that you're in is not your dream job, but maybe you have all this social pressure that you need to be in this job, or you need to be a doctor, or you need to do this, you need to do that, right? Maybe maybe you feel like you've made a mistake as far as going to school, doing your major. Maybe you want to open a business, but maybe your family makes you feel like school is the only way, right? Maybe if it comes to relationships, maybe you feel like you've made a mistake in moving forward with someone, or continuing to see an individual. Maybe you know it's a mistake to continue to be in this relationship, but you're there anyway. Just like how Sally, I mean, for those who have seen the movie, right? We know that in this scene, she had already had her premonition that Christmas was not going to go well, that it was going to be a bad Christmas. She knew that. She had premonitions. Remember, Sally was psychic in the movie. Now, for those who haven't seen the movie, I'm explaining that, right? Because I know there are, an older generation that sometimes watches these videos and they don't really keep up with cartoons. Now, that movie came out when I was a baby, so I saw this movie growing up. But with the 2 of Swords, she already had her premonition that Christmas was not going to be a good Christmas, that there was going to be chaos. She had her premonition. But even after she had her premonition and she warned people about it, nobody listened. So because nobody listened, because nobody validated her intuition, maybe you feel like people aren't validating you. Maybe you feel like people aren't validating your opinions, your life viewpoints. Maybe in a relationship, maybe you feel like you just don't have a say, or maybe you just feel like you're just not being validated in general, right? And we continue to move forward. We move on with whatever we were doing, because what was the point of doing otherwise when others aren't validating our opinion, other people aren't respecting what we have to say? And this is all happening because of the Four of Swords, or the Four of Needles. Four of Needles here is crowning the reading. So this is all about a break. Maybe there was a pause here. And because the Empress is crowning the reading, I am tempted to say that there was a pause here because Capricorn wanted it for themselves. Capricorn needed to work on themselves. And with the 10 of Pentacles, or the 10 of Presents, I see that even prior to being in this situation, prior to you guys being so lonesome, I was trying to find a better word, but being so much of a hermit. I'm surprised the hermit is not here. There was a sense of community. Maybe at one point you felt like you had a lot of friends, and maybe you were in a relationship and you had a lot going for yourself, including a community. But it seems like in October, we're moving forward in a direction that we're not entirely happy with, whether that's in love or in relationship, within your career. Part of it, I feel like it had some of this retreat, this thing about going inward and separating oneself. You caused a pause. And I mean, there was good purpose for it, Capricorn. I mean, we have the Empress crowning your reading. It was to work on you to become a better, more evolved version of yourself. But now we have the Three of Potions, or the Three of Cups, in reverse. You've isolated yourself. You're still isolating yourself. So we go from having in the past 10 of Pentacles, or 10 of Presents, which we see a family card, a family celebration. 10 of Pentacles talks, it is a family card. So we go from having a community, having friends, lots of friends even possibly, to just being by yourself. We have the Empress. The Empress is upright, so I'm tempted to say that this is a good thing, and you have gained something out of this. At least so far, there has been something that was gained. But your challenge now is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Your challenge is that now I feel with this card, what it's trying to say is that we're thinking a lot about the ghosts of our past. I feel like your past is haunting you. Who owes me? Who owes me a favor? Who owes me money? I even feel for you Capricorns that there are going to be moments in which a lot of you will start to feel resentment towards other people. And if for some of you who are still in communication with these certain individuals that you are going to start to resent once again, I do see that things will be brought up. Things will come to the surface. And that seems like it will be a bit of a challenge because we have the 10 of Wands right here in the future card. So I don't think that you will be cutting ties or burning bridges per se with bringing things up. But with the 10 of Wands, I feel like just as much as you're going to want them to carry this heavy burden, this heavy load of guilt, I see that you yourself also will be carrying a heavy load, or you will feel as if you're carrying a heavy load, a heavy burden of all the stuff you haven't let go, of the things that are pondering in your mind. And again, maybe that's why the Two of Needles is here. Maybe you took a break from a certain friendship. Maybe you took a break from a relative. And instead of you cutting this person off, it's like we bring up the past when we can't even let it go ourselves. And we're doing this so that you can have them carry this heavy load, this heavy burden, because you feel like if you're holding on to this burden, they must too. But we're not letting them go. So the Two of Swords talking about, walking through and moving forward, knowing that this is a mistake. Do you think this friendship is a mistake? Do you think this relationship between you and your relative is a mistake? This ongoing, maybe this ongoing community that you have, do you think they're healthy for you? Because you went from having a group of people, a community, to being by yourself. And I'm seeing resentment coming up. I'm seeing you wanting people to feel guilty or accountable. And I feel like you will gain some of that. But I also see you carrying that burden as well. And just as much as they will be carrying this backpack of guilt and burden, you will be holding on to the other half. Now tell me, how does this Two of Swords apply to you, Capricorn? Do you think this friendship is a mistake? Letting this be ongoing? Do you think this pain and hurt, holding on to this pain and hurt, is a mistake? And should we do something about it? Should we heal? Do we need extra time? Tell me. Let me know in the comments. All right. So that is what I have for you, Capricorn. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry for the little technical difficulties I had in the beginning. I'm acting as if I've never streamed before. Anyway, once again, this is the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. Thank you so much for watching. And I will be live streaming for one more sign, maybe two more signs. Stay tuned for those who are interested in checking out your zodiac sign. I will see you guys next month. Bye, Capricorn.